Narcissism and forgiveness, the challenge of letting go. Forgiveness, a cornerstone of emotional healing and healthy relationships, often poses significant challenges for narcissistic individuals. Their need to maintain a superior self-image, combined with deep insecurities and a heightened sensitivity to perceived slights, makes letting go of grievances difficult. Instead of fostering resolution, they may dwell on past offenses, seeking validation or retribution. This article explores the dynamics of narcissism and forgiveness, examining why it is so challenging, how it affects their relationships, and strategies for fostering a healthier approach to conflict and reconciliation. The psychological barriers to forgiveness in narcissism. Forgiveness requires vulnerability, empathy, and a willingness to release resentment, traits that narcissistic individuals often struggle to access. Their difficulty with forgiveness stems from 1. Ego preservation. Admitting forgiveness may be perceived as conceding weakness or fault, which threatens their carefully constructed self-image. 2. Fear of vulnerability. Letting go of grievances involves emotional exposure, which they often avoid to protect their sense of control. 3. Entitlement. Narcissists may view offenses as a direct challenge to their superiority, making forgiveness feel undeserved or irrelevant. 4. Validation dependency. They may use grudges as a way to elicit sympathy or align others against the perceived offender. Manifestations of unforgiveness in narcissists. Narcissistic individuals often display unforgiving behaviors that perpetuate conflict and emotional distance. Prolonged resentment. Dwelling on grievances, repeatedly revisiting past offenses to reinforce their narrative of victimhood. Ruminating on revenge, focusing on ways to even the score rather than seeking resolution. Relational manipulation. Emotional withholding, using unresolved conflicts to exert control over others. Triangulation, involving third parties to escalate disputes and gain allies. Superficial forgiveness. Performative reconciliation, offering forgiveness without genuine intent, often to maintain appearances. Conditional forgiveness, extending forgiveness only when it serves their interests or reinforces their authority. The impact of unforgiveness. The inability to forgive has far-reaching consequences for narcissistic individuals and their relationships. 1. Emotional exhaustion. Holding on to resentment drains mental and emotional energy. 2. Relationship strain. Unforgiveness fosters mistrust and prevents healthy resolution of conflicts. 3. Perpetual conflict. An unwillingness to forgive keeps disputes alive, leading to ongoing tension. 4. Missed opportunities for growth. Forgiveness is a pathway to personal and relational development, which narcissists may forego. Strategies for cultivating forgiveness. While challenging, narcissistic individuals can learn to embrace forgiveness through intentional effort and support. For narcissistic individuals. 1. Recognize the cost of resentment, reflect on how holding on to grudges impacts their well-being and relationships. 2. Practice empathy. Seek to understand the perspective and motivations of those who have caused offense. 3. Shift focus from ego to resolution, prioritize relational harmony over maintaining a sense of superiority. 4. Engage in self-reflection, explore underlying fears or insecurities driving their inability to forgive. 5. Seek therapy. Professional guidance can help navigate deep-seated barriers to forgiveness and foster emotional growth. For loved ones and colleagues. 1. Encourage dialogue, foster open conversations about conflicts and their impact. 2. Set clear boundaries, protect yourself from manipulative or retaliatory behaviors. 3. Model forgiveness, demonstrate the benefits of letting go of resentment through your own actions. 4. Celebrate small steps, acknowledge and encourage efforts toward forgiveness and conflict resolution. The path to reconciliation. For narcissistic individuals, embracing forgiveness involves shifting their mindset and behaviors. Value emotional freedom, recognize that forgiveness is as much about personal peace as it is about the other party. Embrace vulnerability, understand that showing compassion does not equate to weakness. Foster authentic connections, use forgiveness as a tool to deepen trust and strengthen relationships. Celebrate progress, acknowledge incremental improvements in their ability to resolve conflicts constructively. Conclusion. Forgiveness is a complex and challenging process for narcissistic individuals, whose traits often conflict with the vulnerability and empathy it requires. By fostering self-awareness, embracing vulnerability, and prioritizing emotional well-being over ego, they can learn to let go of resentment and build healthier relationships. For those engaging with narcissists, patience, understanding, and clear boundaries are essential for supporting this journey toward reconciliation and growth.